it's far easier to build a healthy community than it is to fix a broken one. But I think now we're really in a position where we have to do both at the same time. I mean, do you realize that both Whole Foods and Walgreens have wellness clubs? Which one would you rather be a member of? I really believe that we're in the beginning stages of a green revolution in healthcare. So I think people are coming to a realization that while medicine, meaning drugs and surgery, while useful in sickness care, is really inappropriate for healthcare. It's clear that we're seeing people, look for more natural, organic, wellness-based approaches to health. They don't necessarily know where to find it yet. And that's where upper cervical care comes in. Everything in our body really comes down to how the nervous system is functioning, right? The nervous system is the master control center to how our body functions and heals. So it's really the foundational component to health. And so when you think about how every muscle, tissue, organ, and cell in your body is wired to and from the central nervous system, we really need that system to be functioning at 100% at all times. As an upper cervical chiropractor, I guess the best way to describe it is I put the brain in better control of the body. And that's, I think, the simplest way to put it. Our bodies are innately programmed for health. Health is our natural state. So what I do is figure out, okay, what is interfering with this process and remove it so that the body is then free to function and heal like it was designed to do. So upper cervical refers to C1, C2, top two bones in the neck, and the relationship that these bones have with the brainstem and how the nervous system functions. And so these two bones are very unique to the rest of the spine in that they're not held together by bony locks like the rest of the spine, but instead they're held together by many small muscles and ligaments. And so I like to call this area the product of an evolutionary anomaly. So the same area that provides us with all this range of motion, right, is the same area that is most prone to misalignment and injury. So when this area becomes misaligned, essentially two things happen, right? The first is the neurological aspect. So it puts pressure on the nervous system, affecting all systems of the body. So this can lead to fibromyalgia, multiple sclerosis, sleep disorders, chronic pain, migraines. So that's the neurological aspect, right? And the second thing is when this area becomes misaligned, it actually takes the head with it. And so we have a reflex in our brain. It's called the righting reflex. And it's going to always work to keep our eyes level with the horizon, right? So if we're chronically misaligned in the neck, we're going to compensate with the body in order to keep our eyes level. And so that could lead to one shoulder being higher than the other. One side of your spine may contract, and you have this twisting and torquing throughout the entire body. And until this area becomes addressed, your body doesn't have an opportunity to really rebalance itself and realign. So the good news is that there is a solution for this. Okay, in my office, I use technology to analyze your upper cervical spine so that I can then go about correcting it. I use a scientific instrument that actually measures how the nervous system functions from visit to visit. So throughout the course of care, we can actually objectively monitor how you're progressing. And the goal is not symptom relief. The goal is a balanced nervous system. If we can accomplish that, I know that the symptoms are really just going to take care of themselves. I don't treat symptoms because treating symptoms leads to temporary results. What I need to do is treat the cause of the problem so that the correction is a more permanent one. When you're not healthy, it negatively affects everything. Your work, your play, your relationships, and not only are you not really able to do all the things that you love to do, but you're not able to just be yourself. And so it's not about every person being able to climb Mount Everest or run a marathon. But here's the thing. When your nervous system is in balance, health will naturally follow. And then you're able to be the best you that you can possibly be. I think that's pretty cool.